Works taken up for repairing Kangla Mode, spending crores of rupees is suspicious of wrong egg. Hello and welcome to ISTV News. This is Satyamala Firembom. Now the news in detail. The work taken up by government for repairing and beautifying Kangla Mode, spending crores of rupees, is suspicious in the manner of work taken up. The work process of retaining wall of Kangla Mode has been witnessed by all people who pass the route. However, the work process taken up at the area of the mode near the Koyatong traffic point lies between the northern gate of Kangla is not satisfying. It is thus wasting the smuts of the former retaining wall and plasters it once again. The authority concerned also paid no attention in the manner of work taken up. Many people condemn such false way of taking up work and urge the authority concerned to produce detailed report and what are involved in such procedures. People feel confused and exaggerate as in some area of the mode, the work of repairing wall is done almost newly by digging the ground, and in some areas it just repaired the former one. Many people drew attention of Chief Minister to look into the matter. A public meeting on April 11 incident in which 14 people sustained bullet injuries when 3 unknown persons who came on a motorcycle fired at a group of women folk sitting at a Maira set at Nungai Mayai Lekai was convened at the Nungai Mayai Lekai Community Hall. The meeting was attended by residents of the area along with the representatives of UCM, Amuko, Harikon, Anjuman, Amukok and many other CSO's representatives. Many resolutions were passed during the meeting, including finding out who the responsible person of the incident were with the help of both Meitei and Meitei Pangal communities and making the authority concerned give them befitting punishment and launching intense form of agitation if the authority concerned is unable to book the culprit within 3 days. The Manipur Transport Department has given a compensation amount of 2,50,000 rupees to the Viri family members of Pebam Anjali of Singzamai Wang Maketri Laikai, who was killed in a road missive when a bus of Zanaram hit her near the LIC office at Koyatong on November 28 around 9 p.m. It may be mentioned that the incident happened during the last Sangai festival. Former District Officer of the Transport Department, Imphal East, R.K. Ranjit, handed over the check at a formal meeting held at the MSRTC complex. Talking to ISTV News, R.K. Ranjit, who is presently the in charge of the semi-low floor bus, said the compensation has been given after the Director and Commissioner of the Transport Department have put their effort in the best level to have the compensation money released at the earliest.
Sora Sara, the Gilupa Lishing Kulamuting, Bang Jadivia, transport to one, but compensation the city out there. When the one Adamus Marine come to Mating Panjavia, and the Galoina, who director will be able to director S. Rosita Divina, Yan Tawayana, Higher Pachazi, being a body my heart and soul of the one of the putting in a sea, a second commission PB Thomas Pangtopang Germany.
Professor N. Damayanti, HOD of Anatomy RIMS, Imphal, has been appointed as President and awarded a Fellowship of Anatomy Society of India for the first time in the Northeast. The Fellow Award has chosen only 2 persons from India, in which she was included. Publicity Secretary of Corcom informed that the visit of President of India, Pranab Mukherjee, is boycotted. President will unveil the tripod monolith and inaugurate the tourism center, which is under construction and handed over to people on April 23. But this will be tantamount to consider the late forefathers of Manipur who laid down their precious lives for the sake of the motherland as freedom fighter of India. Corcom appealed to the general mass to boycott the president's visit. The 1891 Khongjom War is a history of our late forefathers who fought bravely. Our great forefathers fought bravely against the British during those periods, even though they already knew they will be defeated easily. The people of today's generation should know the message and theme of the Khongjom War. Publicity and Propaganda Secretary of Maoist Communist Party of Manipur, Nonglen Mite informed in a press release that Manipur government is tantamount to drug mafia. It alleged that the relatives and near and dear ones of Chief Minister are indulging in drug mafia, which is highly condemnable. It is time that the people raise their voice against such irresponsible governance, the release added. Now the national news. Stirring a fresh controversy, Union Minister Giriraj Singh wants India to enforce a two-child norm for everyone irrespective of their religion. Giriraj said that if India did not change its population policy, then Hindu daughters will not be safe and might have to sit at home like Pakistan. The Hindu population is declining. Very soon our country will also be like Pakistan, where girls will not go to schools, where they will be made to sit at home because the security of our daughters will be put at stake, Giriraj said while speaking at a cultural yatra in Wagaha, West Samparan on Wednesday. Until and unless there is a restriction on this, our country cannot be developed, he said. He also stressed on voting rights should be revoked for people who fail to fall in line once such a law is enforced. In West Bengal, the third phase voting for 62 assembly constituencies in Uttar Kolkata and districts of Murshidabad, Burdwan and Nadia is underway. In all, 418 candidates including 70 independents and 34 women are in the fray. No report of any major untoward incident has been received except alleged prevention of opposition polling agents by the ruling party activists from Burdwan and Maniktala in Kolkata. Voting is being conducted in 16,461 polling stations, of which 3,401 are sensitive, including 324 in Kolkata Uttar. The Election Commission has made elaborate security arrangements for the peaceful, free and fair polling. Our correspondent reports besides general and police observers, 3,376 micro-observers of the Commission are on duty. The centre today received a fresh burst of criticism from the top court in Uttarakhand, which has spent last few weeks in churn over a major political crisis. We are pained that you can behave like this, said the Uttarakhand High Court, when the centre said it cannot guarantee whether President's rule will be revoked for the hill state. The court is declining whether the centre correctly decided in March that Uttarakhand would be governed by its representative Governor K.K. Paul. The move meant that Harish Rawat of the Congress was removed as Chief Minister along with his government in its fifth year. The court wants President's rule to remain in effect till it reaches a verdict. If that doesn't happen, judges said they are worried that the BJP will be given a chance to prove it has enough support among legislators to form the new government. In hearings this week, judges have been fierce in their criticism of the hurry with which the union government introduced President's rule. Mr. Rawat has gone to court accusing the centre of unfairly evicting the elected government of an opposition party. But the centre has said that Mr. Rawat had lost his majority in the legislature in March, as evidenced by the fact that 9 of his own party members voted against the budget represented for the state. Board of Control for Cricket in India, BCCI, has appointed Rahul Johri as its Chief Executive Officer CEO. Johri will take on his new role from 1st of June. The creation of the post of CEO was a change recommended by the 3-member Lodha panel in its report in January this year. The panel had stressed the need for the BCCI to separate its governance and management duties, with the CEO taking charge of the management side. Works taken up for repairing Kangla Moat spending crores of rupees is suspicious of wrong egg. Thank you for joining us. Keep watching ISTV News.